Hello everybody, Cub fan here, and what I want to do for you tonight is I want to do something a little fun. I did some research and I came up with a list of, in my opinion, top 15 guys not in the Hall of Fame. Now this was this was a hard list to put together because I had to come up with some criteria, and for me, my criteria is I didn't want anybody on the list with controversy behind them. So there's no Bonds, no McGuire, no Palmeiro, no Clemens, nobody like that. Of course, Rose. And also, I didn't want to put anybody on the list that just retired in the last couple of years that I'm sure is going to be a surefire Hall of Famer. So like no Jeter, no Poppy, nobody like that. These are guys that have all been retired for a while. And at some point in their career, they just fell short on making the Hall of Fame. And I picked 15 guys, and one of my biggest criteria is I wanted to be able to show a rookie card of that player. So one player I actually had to omit off the list, and I was kind of disappointed, so I put him on my list of guys to pick up. But I did not have a Fred McGriff rookie card, and I was kind of disappointed on myself. And I believe he only has a rookie card in 86 Donruss. So I was like, well, maybe, I'll show an 87. But in 87, he only had an 87 Donruss, and the rest were all out of update sets. So I didn't have any of those. And I probably have an 87 Donruss, but it's in unopened wax, and I didn't want to break it out just for the McGriff. So we're going to get to my list, and because it is my list, there's going to be some things that are a couple guys in here that I'm just biased. They were my favorites growing up, and I just had to put them on the list. And now this is not a list of 15 guys I thought should have been in the Hall. Now some of these guys should be in the Hall, but that's not my list. My list is just 15 guys, rookie cards of guys that just didn't quite make the cut. So there's Mark Grace at 88 score. Now I'm biased because I got to watch him play all the time, but I mean he had a really good career. 3-time All-Star, 4 Gold Gloves. But the biggest thing on him is he had a 383 on base percentage, which was just astronomical. Had 500-600 career doubles. But the biggest thing that just hurt him is the power numbers. I mean, he did play first base, and he just didn't quite have the power numbers. But I love Grace. I loved watching him. So, I mean, he's on my list. Now, this guy, Joe Carter, this is 84 Donruss Joe Carter. And pretty much the only reason he's on my list, he did have a decent career. I mean, 396 career home runs, 1,500 RBIs, 5-time All-Star. But the biggest reason he's on my list is because he replaced Fred McGriff. So there's Joe Carter. Nice rookie card there. And then next we have 90 Fleer, Larry Walker. He's got better rookie cards. I just don't have them. But this is the best one I have. But his 90 Leaf is real sharp. I used to own that one, but I don't anymore. But, I mean, he was a 6-time All-Star. 313 career average, 383 home runs. I mean, he had a real solid playing career. His numbers are kind of boosted for playing in Colorado for a long time, but anytime I see his rookie cards, I always pick them up. Next, we got 90 Bowman. I believe this is 91 Bowman, Bernie Williams. He was just a big catalyst on the 4 World Series championships the Yankees won when he was playing. 5-time All-Star, 4 Gold Gloves, 2,300 hits, 287 career home runs, and he did not play for an extremely long time. So, just a solid guy while he was playing, and love him and love his rookie cards. Now this guy cheated a little bit, but Edgar Martinez, career designated hitter, that hurts him when it comes to Hall of Fame voting time. But 7-time All-Star, 312 career average, 300 plus home runs in his career, 1,200 runs, 1,200 RBIs. Just awesome. And the reason why I say cheated is because this is from 89 score Rising Star, so I'm technically not a rookie, but closest thing I had. And I used to have an 88 Fleer, but I sent it to, who did I send? I sent that to Ground Chuck, and so no, I no longer have one. So, but my next guy is second baseman Jeff Kent, and this is 92 Donruss the rookies. Jeff Kent, 5-time All-Star. He won an MVP award. 377 career home runs. I do believe he is the record holder for most home runs by a second baseman. Broke Ryan Sandberg's record, but Sandberg paved the way for power hitting second baseman, and this guy perfected it. So a lot of shout out to Jeff Kent. All right, next we got Gary Sheffield. Here's his 89 Upper Deck. By far his prettiest rookie card, in my opinion. But I can't say enough about this guy. 9-time All-Star, 509 career home runs, over 1,600 career RBIs. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. I think he's only been eligible for a couple years, so I think he's going to make it. But as of right now, I mean, but 500 home run club, Gary Sheffield. All right. Here's another 90 star, Mike Mussina. Just incredible guy. 5-time All-Star, 270 career wins. To me, the most impressive part about his 270 career wins is his 64% winning percentage. That's just astronomical. The year he retired, 20-game winner. Who does that? Who their last season playing just goes out there and wins 20 games and then quits? But I really think he had a couple more years in him, and if he would have played those years, I don't think we'd be having this discussion anymore. I think he'd be a Hall of Famer for sure. But just a solid dude, just every year just pumping out the wins, just a complete stud. But there's his Bowman. Now this guy, not Mahler, he's already in, but Alan Trammell, and his 15 years is up, and he got moved over to the Veterans Committee, so I think he's still got a shot. But, I mean, 6-time All-Star, 4 Gold Gloves, 2,300 career hits, 285 career average, playing shortstop. I mean, he was phenomenal in his days, and then he really drove that Tiger team of the 80s. Just a phenomenal player. Love him. Lots of props for him, Alan Trammell. Now this next guy, I know it said no steroids, but it was never proven. But Juan Gonzalez, come on, 434 home runs, 1,400 career RBIs, 3-time All-Star, 2-time MVP. But the most impressive part about him was from 91 to 01, an 11-year span, he averaged 36 home runs and 115 RBIs a year. There's his 90 Bowman. Just a sharp card. Yes, I did pick that up for $1, and every time I see him for $1, I pick him up. Because you can't go wrong with Juan gone. Now, I get tongue-tied a little bit here. But this guy, Dave Parker, 7-time All-Star, MVP, 2 World Series titles, 339 career home runs, 1,500 RBIs, 2,700 career hits. I mean, I can just go on and on, but this guy had a phenomenal playing career. Just a solid all-around dude. The 74 tops rookie card, I just absolutely love it. Just sharp card, but there he is, Dave Parker. Now this guy, in the 80s and a little bit in the 90s, he really wasn't on my radar. And then started watching videos of Ground Chuck, and he really opened my eyes. So I went out, picked up his rookie card, started paying attention. Looked him up on Baseball Reference, and I mean, this dude, I mean, I knew who he was, but he was a White Sox. I mean, if you're a Cubs fan, you know, you don't really pay attention to those White Sox guys, but Harold Baines, 6-time All-Star. This is 81 tops. 2,866 hits. 384 career home runs, 1,600 RBIs, 289 career average. Just solid player, solid career. This is one of these guys I think should be in the Hall. Numbers are there, but he never. I mean, he never had that phenomenal point in his career. He was just solid throughout. Now this guy, I don't know why. I've never quite understood it. But he is in the hands of the Veterans Committee now, and I think he's got a chance of getting in there. But 7-time All-Star, 2-time MVP. Growing up, this dude was the man. I mean, from 80 to 90, he just absolutely dominated the league, dominated his position. Dale Murphy, just incredible. Love this 77 tops. I own a couple of these because this is another one of those cards that you can still find for fairly cheap, and every time I find them, I just pick them up just because it was Dale Murphy. I loved watching him play as a kid. But there he is. Alright, this next guy, he's I kind of compare him to Mussina a little bit, but he had a longer playing career. Jim Kaat, 283 wins, 345 career earned run average, 2,400 strikeouts, 3-time All-Star, but 16 Gold Gloves. The guy could straight up field his position, and I think, you know, the game is fielding, hitting, and throwing, and that's it. And if you can do all three of those well, except for pitchers, they don't have to hit. But I mean, he had a solid career, 283 wins. Everybody that's above him on the list, with the exception of Mussina and like Clemens, but we all know why Clemens isn't on it, are all in the Hall. So I don't know why he's not, but there he is, 1960 tops, Jim Kaat. Just a nice rookie card there. And last but not least, is this guy was one of my favorites growing up, with the exception of Rhino, of course, but I was always a fan of baseball. But there he is, Steve Garvey. Now this guy was he was a phenomenal player. 10-time All-Star, 4 Gold Gloves, 74 MVP, 2,600 hits, 294 career average, 1,300 RBIs. Power numbers aren't quite what you want to see, but 270 career home runs. I mean, he still hit the ball out of the park, but he was just a phenomenal player with his 71 tops. Now mine's suffers from what 71s always suffer from, the chippings around the edges. Corners are kind of soft, but I picked this up pretty cheap, and I always look for these. If I find them, I pick them up. But there he is, 1971 Steve Garvey rookie card. And that's my list. Comment below and let me know what you think. Agree or disagree. Who did I leave off? Who's in your list? Let me know. I'd like to see it. Thanks for watching.